This is Dent Digest, the podcast dedicated to things painless dent repair. From the latest techniques to cutting-edge tools, we dive into engaging discussions with renowned dent repair experts. Buckle up for industry success stories, tool reviews, and valuable insights from individuals who have mastered the art of eliminating dents without a trace. And now here's your hosts, dent repair gurus Ryan Shutt and Alex Kukulis.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Dent Digest live show. What's up, Alex?
Not much. It's been a couple weeks, huh?
I know it's been 2 weeks. We took a little 2-week sabbatical.
What have you been up to?
You know, just sitting in my underwear, drinking margaritas
on the beach.
You know, just it's been busy. You know, it's just different. Like dents have been pretty busy. Everything we have is so bad.
Yeah.
Like door off. We need a door off. We need a door off. Just smashed. Like today we had a Hyundai, and he's a repeat customer, and it was just whacked right at the handle. It busted the handle, and like the whole, you know, it's got that concave section at the handle. It was smashed in to where the handle wouldn't even fit in the hole. So they brought a new handle. We took it all apart, and we got it probably 80%. It still wasn't 100% because the two pieces were still kind of close, like the end cap and the handle. But it worked, and that's all they cared about, you know. So, but no, man, just really bad damage.
Seems
you know,
like
getting some hail cars here and there still from last year. But man, the damages have been.
Yeah, I feel like the door dinger days are
they're gone.
Yeah,
we fight over door dings at the shop now. We're
right.
like, oh, I'm taking it. They don't even schedule it. They're working on a big project. Something walks through. Like one of us will go out there and see the customer, and they'll be like, I'm doing this waiter real quick, and it's like, boop boop, done. Thank you.
Yeah, I've been helping Dave Shutt.
Yeah,
he's out of town with his family. He's always telling me, like, last couple of days he's been telling me, oh, it's an easy one. And I'm like, this is like a 2-hour dent.
We don't even talk about easy anymore because every time I would do that to Josh, I'd be like, man, it's this tiny little dent.
Yeah,
it's easy. And
good thing about helping Dave is he gets what a dent's worth. So
yeah, it's
worth it, you know.
Yeah, we don't talk easy here because every time it's like, it's easy 3 hours later. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but no, I mean, things are. Mikey's on vacation, so it's been pretty quiet on that end. They got the port back open, so that's starting to rock. We're,
nice.
You know, I got some stuff scheduled the beginning of July with the Range Rover, so, you know, that's kind of starting to get back to normal a little bit there. But just doing our thing, man. You know, I go on vacation here the first week of July. I'm ready. I am ready.
I turned 35 in July.
I'm 10 years over. I'm 11 years older than you.
Hey, I'll be there in a blink of an eye.
It goes fast, let me tell you.
Right.
It goes fast, and I still outwork.
I don't feel young. I don't feel young.
I still outwork you.
Yeah, that 4 hours driving a day doesn't help.
You're fucking right. You're fucking right. You know what? The craziest thing is that like last week it was like an hour. It was 2 hours and 47 minutes, and I never hit the gas for like 2 hours. I literally just let off the brake and coasted and let off the brake and coasted. Yeah, it was freaking great. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But now the school's out. It seems like it's lightening up a little bit. You know, it's not as bad. Like I'll get in there and I'll hit Waze and it'll say like 60 minutes, like an hour or whatever. So
yeah. That's good.
Yeah. You know.
Did they ever try and like reroute traffic and make it better?
Yeah, they change it all the time, but I mean it's 2 tunnels and then like a big highway to go around, so the only thing they're doing is like eliminating the tolls to go through the tunnel, just trying to move stuff around there. But
yeah,
every time I get used to something they change it, so it's just like whatever, you know.
Right.
I'm over it now. I'm just like, it is what it is, bro. We got 4 or 5 years of this shit, so but no, man, it's been They got the advanced seminar going on today and tomorrow, or is it just today?
It started today, and I think it's 4 days long.
Okay.
So today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, probably.
That's cool. Seems like a lot of people. And you had a little guest this week, huh?
Yeah, Corey from Arkansas came down or drove his motorcycle all the way from Arkansas.
That's fucking crazy. He's crazy, man.
Yeah,
he is crazy.
I think he stayed up in Flagstaff, and on his way down, I was like, dude, be careful of that 17. It's like the most dangerous highway around here.
Yeah.
And until he got close to like the valley, he didn't know what I was talking about. He told me, and he was just like, I put on my story when his first thing he said to me when he met me, he was like, I don't know how this town is so busy. I don't know how you do it.
Don't come to Baltimore, bro. Ask Alex. Don't come to Baltimore.
Baltimore's busy. Arizona, like, dude, I don't know. I think I looked it up like 7 years ago. There's 3 million people here. Now there's 7 million.
That's crazy.
Registered people. So there's probably more like 10 million people here. You know,
that's crazy.
But you think about Florida, when we were at NT, I looked up, there's 26 million people there. That's
pretty big. It's bigger
Florida's
than Arizona.
Pretty big. Yeah.
You know, it's weird how traffic is different in different areas. You know what I mean?
Right.
Look at New York.
Yeah.
It's crazy there. I hate
never been to New York.
Good. Stay in Arizona. You're not missing shit.
I'm a desert boy.
You get any new tools or anything or what?
No. I got some new tips from Anson that I really like. You know that little pink 3/8 tip they have?
Yeah, Josh has been burning that thing up, man.
Dude, that's the best one. The green apple one like worked really well, and I bought another batch of the soft tips, and I don't know if I mixed the actual soft the screw on tip up because I keep having the green apple fall off like when I side load. But the first pack I got, like, it wouldn't come off. I really like that. I think I might have mixed the tips up, so I'm using the wrong tip. So I might buy another one, see if that fixes it.
So we've been using the JVF tool a lot.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, we've been leaving the glue and reusing the glue on the tab.
Like just heating it up with a torch?
Torching it, yeah.
Yep, I do that too.
You know, it seems to really be, because I'll use a shit ton of glue, man. I mean, we just load these. We're running 5 glue guns, a corded glue gun, just pumping and pumping and pumping. And it looks like a candy store. You know, it's a bunch of different colors, clear, green, pink, purple, whatever. But I'm still using the Perfect Pull glue. That's probably my favorite. I still have some collision glue, but I'm trying to savor that as long as I can. You can't get it. But the tabs have been sticking really well with us re-gluing it.
So. You know, I when I was with Bryce before, I didn't have the JVF tool. I was like 2 years ago. I saw him. We reactivated the glue on a piece of wood when we were using the Porter Power to do ladder retention, and that's where I learned that from. But it's funny that the new glue you could do that. Like when we used to use the Ace Hardware glue, I mean you couldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's got more elasticity. I know that the Perfect Pull is more rubber, rubbery, more kind of elastic to it. But it's been working really well. You know, even just hitting that glue on there, it's saving a ton of glue. It seems like it's still holding pretty well because some of that stuff, I mean, we left them on a door for like a whole day.
Yeah. I've done that. Just taking the tension off and left the feet on.
Yeah.
I saw on Instagram the guy, you use 2 glue guns, right?
Well, we use 5.
5?
Yeah.
You need it for that tool.
Yeah.
But I saw a cool tech tip. A guy cut when you can't get a glue stick and a glue gun to stay because you need to like squeeze a lot of the glue out to get it in there. You could glue your new glue stick, put it in there, and it'll just like hold. Did you see that?
I cut all my glue sticks.
Showed that.
I glue all my glue sticks in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
it's
see
easier.
That.
It's easier to store. It's easier. I hate when you got the big rolled over sticks. It's just too much. But
what's up, John?
What else did we do? We got I did get the Willie's Quick top for my new guy. I think I'm gonna keep it. Just give him the older top. I'm kind of on the fence.
Nice.
It's pretty nice. The way they package it's nice. I mean, it's heavy.
Yeah.
It's well built.
Put it on a pack out topper. So you have the actual.
I put it right on top of the pack out. It definitely shortens it.
Yeah. Like by 2 inches or something.
It's different than what I'm using just because of it's got the surround. It's wider. You know what I mean? Than what I was using. But
what were you using?
I was using the Dent Slayer.
The original one?
Pack out top. Yeah, like the original one you had with the 2MB ones. I like that. It works really well.
I like it too. I didn't like how I had to cut the foam because I messed it all up.
Well, I bought that foam cutting kit. Got pretty good at it. So
yeah, I tried to use a hunting knife and
oh my god,
tore it up.
You would, typical Dent guy. 100,000 worth of tools and cuts it with a butter knife. You know,
right? Not a butter knife. It was just like a scalpel. You know, but didn't work.
What's on your hit list?
For what? Like goals?
Tools.
The cam auto pull tower.
The tower.
Yeah, I want the cam auto tower for sure. That is on the hit list.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
There's some new tabs coming out that I want, but
yeah,
they're not out yet.
Well, how do you know you want them?
Because I saw a sneak peek of them.
Oh, sneak peeks.
Sneak peek. I can't talk about it, I guess.
What do I want? I'm trying to think of what the hell's out there. There's some little stuff, man. I've got so many freaking tools, dude.
Yeah.
You know, so many tools.
Did you ever get your cam auto tower?
No, I never ordered it.
Oh, you didn't?
Never called them, never ordered it. I need to. I just, we've been
super busy.
Yeah, just watching what we're spending too. You know what I mean? Buying what we need.
Yeah. You had another dent guy, didn't you?
Did.
How's that working out?
Good. It's an adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
It's an adjustment for everybody. It's going to be fine. You know what I mean? It's just an adjustment with personalities, an adjustment with scheduling work. You know what I mean? Like you're not used to scheduling for 3 people and so it's taking a little bit of time, but he's doing pretty good. He's good with the customers. He'll be good. I'll make the announcement here in the next week or so. You'll see it.
Nice.
Our new media guy's been doing really well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the page is growing. It's like dead in the water. I don't get it, but he doesn't get it either. He's like, I don't understand with the amount of content we're putting out. It's just chilling. So
is he doing like twice a day or?
Right now we're doing a ton of stories and just really good quality.
Video.
He's worried about if we do it twice a day, it's just going to be blindsided. So he's like, let's start slow and move in that direction.
Yeah.
But the content's easy for me to use. Like his parents were in there. That's how I met him, was his parents are my customer.
Nice.
So
I always burn out. Like I'll make videos and try and post like 2 or 3 a week. And I'll get 100 likes on each video. And then if I don't do it for 2 weeks, it's like 30 or 20 likes until I start being consistent.
Even get 100, dude. My page is just whack. I think that video with me on the scooter got like 58 likes, but it had a couple thousand views. Yeah.
But it's all about the views now. Like likes don't, matter.
But overall, for me, it's a stress eliminator.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to worry about taking photos or pictures. He's in, and if I'm like, hey, I got something cool coming in, he'll just come down, shoot for that. Like last night, we stayed late and did a lot of dialogue stuff.
Nice.
So on Monday, he wants me to try to start doing at least 1 or 2 lives during the week at the shop to try to really push.
Yeah, that would be good.
So, you know,
it is like a second job, like social media.
It's a full-time job, dude.
Yeah, it's a second job.
You know, so, but let's get our guest on. Hopefully he pops back in here. He's got no camera loaded on yet. Let's get him on and get this thing rocking and rolling. See where he is. We got a gray screen. Michael Gladwell.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Sorry I'm having trouble with my fancy camera. We'll just use the laptop one. What's going on, man?
How are you?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Good.
Okay.
Thanks for having me on.
You had the boys down there last week.
I did, man. We had a blast. We did get a lot of work done, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we worked hard. I know it didn't look like it in those videos, but
well, I mean, it's
Those are
always a
after
good time
hours.
when Vidine's involved. It's always a good time.
if we had the cameras rolling the entire week, we'd yeah, it'd have been hilarious, but it was fun.
That's funny.
Was it
So
they were only there for a week?
Yeah, it was a weird storm up there. Up there. I mean, I have a main storm about 2 hours from that location. They had a pocket storm. I had cars stacking up, and I just wanted to get them done. And
Nice.
John comes out a few weeks a year, and I said, hey man, you want to come help me out? 10 or so cars, and then had another body shop, had a few, and I said Jack was in Illinois, and I said he had a break, and so, dude, come on down. I put him in another shop. So me and John tag teamed, and Jack, he was in another shop. So at night we stayed in the same hotel, and we just kind of,
cool.
But
Good time.
yeah, me and John it was hilarious. I kept saying, "You so slow, John Badine, you so slow." No, actually, we're about the same. Me and him, speed and all that stuff. We're door dingers, being hell guys. We're hybrids. So
yeah.
And it's always cool. Like I had Michael, the dent sorcerer, came down from PA, and he came down like 2 or 3 days, and it's always fun to have another dent guy that, he's like, "You want to look this over?" And I'm like, "No, I trust you, dude. Is it dented?" He says, "No." I'm like, "It's fine. It's fine." He's like, "Man," and the funny thing is, I'll pay. Like I'm a quick pay, right? Like. He left. I think I mailed a check like the next week, and he's like, "God damn, I got paid faster from you than I do my goddamn accounts I've had for 10 years."
Right.
And I'm like,
That's awesome.
Let me tell you, when I call you next time, you're going to get in the car. You're going to drive your ass down here.
Right.
That's why I do it.
Yep, he's a great tech.
Yeah.
Yep. I always like to make that impression too. When I hire guys, I want to get them paid quick,
Yeah.
So, yep, we had good run. Yeah, absolutely. So
it's fun to have guys around too. You know what I mean? When you're in that hole, and you like, I've got guys that work for me, but that's different when you get other guys that come down and have fun and laugh.
Well, I don't get to do that very often. Like normally I'm farming this stuff out. Like I mean, at my shop, I'm hands-on. I'm doing most of the work, but being in the shop and dropping headliners and fixing dents and doing the hail stuff with John, it was just like, damn, I'm on the hail trail,
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
That hail car Jack and John put on their story, it was like grapefruit hail. You know what I'm talking about? It was a white car. The guy was like,
okay, so let me tell you what that was. We were sitting at a bar. We were smoking cigars. It was late. It was not too late, 10 o'clock or so.
Yeah.
And this guy pulled up in that car. That must have came from, there's an auction not too far from there, and that must have come from out west somewhere. That guy was driving that.
Yeah.
That was not
That's
from our
crazy.
area. We don't get hail that bad where we live. So
I get guys like these wholesalers that go to auctions, buy the cars, and they always buy them from Texas, and they're always like that. I'm like, this car's total,
a good
bro.
deal. Yeah.
Oh, no, I want to pay cash. No, I don't do cash hail cars.
Yeah. There was a guy that just came by with a orange Hellcat, and I wasn't there. And my other guy was like, "Hey man, some guy stopped by, wanted to pay out of pocket for this hail car." I'm like, "Okay, did he tell you where the hail was?" Well, he bought it at the auction. It's from Texas, and it was a total. And I was like, he's like, it needs a hood and the trunk lid, but he wants to see if we can do anything else. I was like, how bad was it? He goes, I can't even tell you what his phone number was. He's like, I wrote 44444 on the paperwork. Because he knew I wasn't even going to call him back. Like, I'm not even wasting my time with that, you know?
That's funny.
This place is this place I was talking about. It's called TNT Repairables. Whenever I hear that, I just cringe. I'm like, yeah, nope.
And people think they get a good deal. You know what I mean? I love when that's the hard part with our business is like when you get somebody that's like, I'm going to pay out of pocket for this hail. And I'm like, you don't understand.
Yeah, it's totaled for a reason. Just drive it. Just drive it. Be happy.
Yeah. As long as the windshield's in it and the sunroof, you're fine. Just get it.
Right.
So let's get into your thing, kind of dive into this thing. You know, this obviously the header on the show is about dent make, kind of dive into their estimating system. And I'm going to tell you, you know,
hang on a second.
I'm going to put it out there in the world and I'm going to be a little negative, but Mobile Tech RX has been really sucking.
For sure.
It's expensive too. You know, they just raised the prices, but the problem that I have is I do multiple services.
Yeah.
So
I don't. I just need a dent app, and I called Michael when he was doing hail with John, and I was like, dude, I need a switch because Mobile Tech RX locked me out of my system. And I guess for 2 months they've been letting me use the app for free. They didn't email me, they didn't call me, and my debit card expired or credit card. And I had a new one. I just forgot to update it, right? But I got no one reached out to me whatsoever.
Yeah, it's a fucking joke, man.
Dude, I was just like, even when I called them on Monday, because I found out on a Saturday, I didn't get a call back till Tuesday. And then she couldn't figure it out. She had to call me back after she talked to someone higher up than her, and then they figured it out. Like, I updated all my information on the login portal, right? And it didn't take the money out or nothing, like automatically. That app used to be really good when I forgot who owned it, but once they sold it, every update, like you lost invoices. And,
well, John Runstorm used to really be involved with them. I feel like the price keeps going up. There's not any new innovation to it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things like I called somebody about, hey, you know, is there a way? The problem I have with Mobile Tech RX is some of these cars I'm writing the invoice this month and I don't fix it till next month. But if I close that invoice, it counts for last month, not this month.
Yep.
So you know what I mean? Like if I close that invoice, it should close that month, not go to last month. So I'm trying to pay guys. I have to chase that money back every month to go. Or if I, you know, wrote it as an invoice 2 months ago, I got to chase that back.
Yeah.
Because they won't get paid for it.
I've had that happen to me where like a dealership pays me for it. I didn't realize it. And then when I send the next month's invoice, they're telling me they already paid this one invoice. I said, well, I did that on the first of the month. Like I don't, but you know what I mean?
So there's some things that need to be fixed. I just don't think they're putting a lot of time and effort into it. So I think that, you know, me and Tom talked to you about this. If you could get hooked up with Urable, I think it would take your app to the next level with guys like me to have multiple services.
Right. We've explored that avenue and others. The thing is we do have other services on our app, not as elaborate. Again, I don't have Mobile Tech RX, obviously, and I'm not bad mouthing those guys. They're good guys. I've met them and they're nice. And I don't know really honestly what they've got going on. Don't worry about them. But we do have other services in our app. I will show you guys when we do a demo. I'll show you what I have. It's very simple. It's not elaborate. May not work for your business, and that's fine.
Can you customize it?
Yes, you can. You can put any price you want for any service, and you can put any service in at whatever price you want. We made that. It's basically for invoicing. You know, when you need to invoice something, I mean, if you shoe shine at your shop, you can literally type in shoe shine and how much it is. I mean,
You
that's
shoe
what,
shine?
no, but I'm
Great
just
for your
saying,
customers, right?
if you need to do it, it's there. You know what I mean?
But
So,
like if I did a ceramic coat on the front end
yeah,
of a car,
absolutely. I do ceramic coating in
do
these
that.
walls here, bud. I mean, that's the you know, that's where our industry is going. I mean, we're doing other
Yeah.
services. So Dent Mate we got to stay ahead of the curve here. I mean, we can't
Yeah.
just be dents. I know it's called Dent Mate, but that's, you know, we're almost 8 years old now. And I do want to, when I say that, I want to assure everyone we've been around a while and we're not going anywhere, you know, and that's, you know, yeah, I know it's been a long time, man.
Wow.
I mean, I can tell you guys, I'll start from the beginning. I was on Ryan's show in 2021. Ryan had me on.
Did you look? You had to look back to figure out that date.
No, I remembered, man.
Shut the fuck up.
I was at the cigar bar and Ryan was like, "Oh, geez, this guy's lit a cigar up." But I told my life story, and we're not going to do that tonight, obviously. So Dent Mate, I can tell you, I'll go back to the beginning, and then we'll get into the app. So basically, what I had with was, we're talking a long time ago. We're talking way past a decade. I was looking for software. My first MTE was 2011. We were doing paper and pencil like most guys, probably pretty much everybody.
Mhm.
I went to MTE. The first thing I was seeking was software. I was looking around for a booth. There were a couple out, and they were great. You know, they were ahead of their time then. And I tried them out. For then, like I said, then they were fine. One didn't work. Tried another one. It was okay. They shut down. Something happened. No disrespect to them, but they just didn't work out for us. And so I felt like at that time we didn't have anything. And I truly felt that way. And maybe there was something out there I didn't see. So no disrespect to that company or whoever, but we didn't have anything. And I felt like I was talking with a friend and we were at a bar having a beer, and a napkin got out, pen got out. And I said, "Man, I'm having this problem. I got this industry I'm in, and I'm using paper and pencil, and we got these magical phones." And he said, "Man, Mike, I think I can help you." And he just happened to be an IT. He's a coder.
Wow.
And, you know, we just got together, and, you know, he obviously wanted to get into another business, and that's what happened, man. He deep dived into making an app, and I brought him into our world. I brought him to MTE, and we walked, and there was no Mobile Tech RX. There was nothing at the time when we were doing this. And Dent Mate took about a year to build. Blood, sweat, and tears we put into it. And of course, it was bare bones. Version 1 was bare bones. And we launched in 16. We had our first booth. I was a nervous wreck. I didn't know. I hardly knew anybody. And I couldn't have been more wrong, man. We opened the booth up and got more love than I could have ever imagined. People were coming up and introducing themselves and interested in the app. We signed up, I think, 10 people in 2016. We popped a champagne bottle that night. We were like, yeah, woohoo, success, baby. And since then, man, we have really, really grown. And I want to thank the industry for backing us, supporting us, staying with us. When people told me not to do this and it was stupid and you're up against Goliath, don't do this, I ignored it. And I said, nope. And I took the high ground. I never said nothing bad about anybody, and I kept on going. And thank you all. So, and we're doing our thing, man. We're trying. I know we're not perfect. I know we have flaws. I know there's things that need to be done. I know this. I know that. I know people give me a grocery list of things that need to be done to the app. We'll get to it. But again, we are dependable. My customer service is right here. And sorry, that's my girlfriend. And I get maybe a couple phone calls a week, if that. Wow. And it's usually user error stuff. You know, we've had some credit card issue things that happens. No disrespect to those guys. I'm sure they have it, but we take care of it. You know, I don't like people. A lot of calls I get are about how to write estimates. People are asking me how to write an estimate, like Ryan could teach them how to write an estimate, or you could teach them how to write it. It's dent guy stuff, man. It's like, so I mean, a lot of times we've built our product so well that we eliminated a lot of the glitches. There's not a lot of glitches. So,
is there like Paul Corden price? Like, is there price guides in it?
We have something, and I'll show you that when we do the demo. I am going to give a live demo. Ryan's going to allow us to show the app. I haven't actually done that on my own show. I have never shown the app.
Wow.
At MTE, I show it like 1,000 times. So, but today we'll show it, or tonight we'll show it. And yes, we have a price guide. We have markups. We have all that good stuff, man.
I think there should be a Reaper price guide.
Maybe that's something we'll add to it. But we do have a price guide. I run my business off DentMate. And yes,
Yeah.
the day we started running with electronic software, DentMate, we started making more money in my company, and it's changed everything. We were paper and pencil. My business partner, he's old school. He was against it. I made him a believer. He was my motivation to make this. I made it simple.
Wow.
That's cool.
Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. You guys
Simple
heard that?
Now,
works.
what's the price point on that?
All right. So you start off, you get a 30-day free trial. We have always had that. We've never changed it. In 30 days, once you figure out if it's for you, it is for a solo package. It is $29.99 a month, and we only do monthly. We don't do yearly. So just to clarify that. If you have more than one guy, if you have 2 to 4, it is $42.99 a month.
Wow.
That's not a piece. That is $42.99, but for 2 to 4 guys. If you have 5 to 7 techs, it is $59.99 a month. Again, not a piece. That is for 5 to 7 guys. If you have 8 plus, it is $8 per tech. So if you're running a big hailstorm, it's a bargain. So
that is awesome.
Okay. Do you want to start the demo here and kind of start running through it?
Yeah, give me just a second to make sure it's working properly.
Tell me when you're ready.
Okay. All right, we should be good. Okay, give me a second to do my part.
Let me get you full screen.
All right, you guys see my phone?
Yep.
Okay, these are my PDR apps. Some of our faves there. All right, I'm going to click DentMate in the top bottom left corner. So this is a dummy account that I made called Nuco PDR.
Mm-hmm.
And once you sign up at dentmatepro.com, you get your login information, and then you go, I'm an iPhone user. It is for Android and iPhone. You go and get your login information, and now you are open screen. This is where you start. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write an estimate for a fender dent. So I'm going to go over to, you see my mouse here, go over to retail estimate. So I'm going to click that. All right. This is your checklist. Okay. You can go up and down. So I'm going to go over to vehicle check-in. So we're going to start here. Now we have a VIN scanner right here. You click this button here.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't have a VIN to scan, so I'm just going to say this is basically you walk up to the VIN number in the car to the barcode, and it will scan it, and it will put the year, make, model in for you and what type of vehicle. So I'm going to make up a car right now. So I'm going to put a 2016 Chevy. I'm just making up something. We'll do a Cruise. Pick a color. It's red. That's all the info we need. And the VIN number will be at the top when you scan it in. You do not have to hand type it in. Sometimes if it doesn't scan properly, you will have to type it in. Depends on the barcode, if the barcode's messed up or anything like that. To go down to your customer info, you can type in their name, the phone number, email. I have a bunch of dummy accounts here. You have preloaded. So if you have accounts, you just click there. Information's right there. You just click select contact. You can put their customer discount in. Done. So now you go to rates and discounts, and you can do these in any order. You don't have to go straight down the list. Okay. We got our matrices up here. We got different matrix for hail. What we're going to do, we got a fender dent we're looking at. So let's stick with the plan here. So we got the custom matrix. Let's go to retail matrix. Let's click that. That's our typical Paul Corden system. So let's see, we got a left fender. So that's our splat screen. I'm sorry, I went too fast, guys. Repair and services is where I'm at. So we'll go right here, click that. Here's our splat screen of our car. Left fender has a crease in it. Let's say it's 5 inches. So we click the fender, go up here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is the hail screen. If you look to the bottom down here, guys, see the hail, dents, and R&I. This is the default. So let's go down here and click dents right here. Okay, so go up to add a dent, click. Now you have you get out your measure or whatever you're using to measure the dent. Let's say it's a 5-inch crease. Let's say it's deep. let's say well, we know a cobalt's not aluminum, so I won't hit that. Let's say it's a crease dent. We know it's a crease. There's that. Whatever. Let's say it's on the body line. And all these numbers right here you're seeing, these are customizable. When you click that, you can actually turn that to 30% if you want. You can you're not bound to anything in our app. You can change whatever. This is your business you're running. So we're done with that. Now we got to go down to R&I, which is right here. So we're going to take out the headlights, the fender liner, whatever's necessary. And if it's different, if this isn't right, you can click that. You can change it to 0.4 and whatever is necessary, and then go up to done. And it'll light up red after you have got your estimate. So let's say, Brian, earlier you were asking if it does other services. I'm just going to kind of cross do an estimate here. So go down here to sub repair, click that. This brings up, you got pre-scan. This is an add a PDR. This is parts you can add. Then go over here to service button. We'll click that and then go over to choose. We have some preloads. So you got detail exterior, interior, EV power down, glass repair, headlight restoration. I'm going to click, let's do touch-up paint. So you got that. I got it set at 65. You can change that to whatever. You can change it to $100. You can change it to whatever you want. And then it adds to $100. You can put a note in there if you need to. We can click back if you need to put a note, put, whatever. But that's our services you can add. So you do that, and that'll add to your invoice. So now, and see down at the bottom, this little red, that shows that you've done some sort of sub repair. Okay. So this is for a door ding. It's like a crease dent, a fender. I'll get out of that, and I'll show you guys how to do a hail estimate. So then let's say this is an estimate. Okay. You see it up here in teal. Let's say the customer approves the damage, and we're going to do some touch up paint and that. So we go ahead, you can turn it into, you click the green button, and now you can turn it into a work order, open, complete, build, paid, or supplement. You don't have to do these in any order. If you go ahead and fix the car and you want to bill it right away, you can do that. If you want to change it back, you can change it back to an estimate if you want. Nice. But if it is billed, you cannot change it because you don't want to mess up if you already billed it, you don't want to mess up your numbers. So you have to change it back to an estimate to make any kind of changes. That's what that's telling you right there. Just want to be clear. Some guys were telling me that you have to do that in order from some other app or whatever, but ours, you can do whatever. We also have camera, works really fast. Sorry, I'm in a dark shop. So.
Okay. So you can, every invoice, you could put a picture of your dent on.
Picture. Yep. And we're going to put fender because that's what we're working on. So you have to label each photograph. And when you show that on an email, it will actually, it'll be a separate link to each photo. So an insurance company can pull each one.
Like a PDF?
Yes, a PDF. Yes, that's correct. Yep. And then
we have one question from Cole. How's the parts work? Is there data on the parts prices?
No, we don't have parts data. You have to add those separately. So yeah, you can't add those in the sub repair button. So if you go up to parts, you can add whatever and then put the part price. We are going to add parts number. We don't have that in there. You can put that in the notes for right now. So
nice.
Yeah.
So you basically have almost.
So what I've done, what I do personally for my shop, I've used WebEst. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that app or website, but I use that for my parts data and collision estimating. But
okay, and that's free.
No, it's $125 a month. Yeah. Yeah, but I do it for hail. I mean, it's worked really good for hail. But that's what I do. Some guys use CCC. I don't know, but that's but I'll talk about the app here. This insurance info, you can add an insurance company, ROPO, so forth, notes if you need to add a note for the car, so forth. If you want to assign a tech, we only got Brad in here, but it's got multiple. If you got multiple guys, they'll all be listed there, and you just put whoever you want to fix the car. Whoever does fix the car gets. There's a tagging feature. I use this quite a bit. We tag every estimate at the shop for the shop. So like if you got a hail, like as if a hailstorm or whatever, you can tag feature. It helps you find the estimate or invoice quicker.
Oh, nice.
And then you got a customer signature does do that. Works pretty good. Got that. And then advanced overrides, you can change the date to whatever. I mean, if you like Ryan's, the problems that he was having, you can change that to anything you want. I mean, if you want to date it back last month or whatever, you have your full control, whatever. So
Now, Matt's asking if you have multiple techs, can you lock them from reopening their invoices? Can you keep the access separate from each
Yes,
other invoice?
once you assign a tech, that's the admin, and that tech is the only one that can open it at that point.
Okay.
When it's built out. Yep.
So like other techs can't see what that tech's doing.
When it's an estimate, they can. The two techs can. The one that wrote it and the one that's assigned can see it. Once it's built out, the one that's assigned tech is the only one that can see it. So
Cole Fox came in late. What app is that? I guess it's the parts app.
No,
that you said.
DentMatePro.com. I can't see you guys because I got the screen blown up. So.
Yeah, but I think he's also asking what app were you getting the parts from?
WebEst. Actually, we can post that. It's webest.com.
Okay.
It's great. It's kind of like a cheaper version of CCC. It's a Mitchell product.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you accept credit card payments?
No, not yet. We are getting that though. That is coming down the pipeline. We're getting a lot of requests for that. So
yeah. I bank with Chase, and I could take someone's credit card just with my Chase app on tap right into my business.
That's what we're using at our shop. We're using Chase as well. So I use that on my phone as well. Yep. So we have a wholesale section too. I don't want to take up all our time with the demo, but basically a bare bones version of what I just showed you, but it will make a list of cars. So basically once you go into a list, I'm going to
go deep in it, Mike. I mean, there's a ton of people in here.
So you wholesale guys, this is going to be important. Oh, sorry, that's a screen share. So going into a list of cars, wholesale, I haven't done wholesale in a while because I've been all retail.
Yeah.
Basically it's just a bare bones version. You scan the vehicle, you can put your year, make, model. I'll just do a couple to give you an idea. Let's see, I'm just making up a car for this one. And then you just put your, I'd set it 150. I mean, you can change it to whatever. I mean, whatever you want for this wholesale vehicle. So go on down and add another vehicle. Again, you can scan the VIN. You can put a stock number in there, whatever's clever. I'm just making up something. So now you have two cars. So when you go into the dealer, hit done, go into Mr. Dealer and say, let's go into preview. Well, I'm sorry, hit the wrong button. Go down to request dealer approval. So let's say you got like 15 cars. We only have 2 here. You go in and ask Mr. Dealer which ones he'd like. He'd say, well, I'd like that one. I'd like that one. No, I don't want that one. Well, yeah, why not? And then if you finalize it, and anything that he didn't pick would get finalized. So there's your dealer list. And anything he didn't pick would get removed from your list. So there you go. And then you can text that to your guys working or whatever, and they have their list now. Yeah. So that's your wholesale. That's how we do our wholesale stuff.
Is there because at my dealer that I go to, I just put pictures of the dents on the invoice so that I don't have to get anything approved.
Pictures of
every car I do has pictures of the damage.
You'd have to do a retail. That is another thing we are going to add. We've had a lot of requests for that, for pictures on the wholesale. Again, we dumbed the wholesale down. I know it's a bad choice of words, but we did dumb it down a little bit to make it quicker. Because when you're on the lot and you're walking, you want to do it really fast. Yeah. That is something we're going to add though. We had a lot of people ask for it. I personally never did that when I did lots, so that's why I never added it. But yeah, we're going to do that. We are going to add that eventually. So
for me, it was the way I could get out of waiting for 30 minutes for the.
Oh no, absolutely. I didn't mean. I apologize. I didn't mean to sound like it was a dumb thing. I just said wholesale estimate was supposed to make it really fast. That's why we didn't put all the retail estimates more detailed. So yeah, but we're gonna add it because I've had a ton of people ask for it. So I should have done it a long time ago.
If I was using this at my wholesale account, I just have to do it retail, and I could put multiple cars on one invoice, or no?
No, if you do retail, they're all going to be separate invoices.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you do a wholesale list, then you have to you can make the list up. So
cool.
Yep. So, and then if you go to my documents, it's basically, that's for your tech that's used, like you hire a tech. If you go to the admin and you're in control, that gives you more features to use. Like you can create statements, goes to all your unpaid invoices, gives you a list of everything billed out. Again, it's not, we're going to add some more accounting stuff. We're getting a lot of requests for that as well. It does have some annual sales monthly stuff.
Now, can you go in and mark So say a retail customer comes in, they pay with a credit card, you close that invoice. Can you go in and mark it paid? Does it give you options of cash, check, or?
I'll show you. Well, it doesn't. I'll show you what you can do. Just paid on that. So you can do paid. And what I do, Ryan, I just put notes. I put cash.
Paid credit card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I do. But yeah, we can actually add a button for that eventually down the road. So
is there a button to make your statement for wholesale at the end of the month to send to the dealer?
Create statements. Basically you create statement and then you just pick your dealer.
Okay.
I've got a bunch of dummy ones in here, so I don't know. But yeah, you hit create statement from the admin portal.
Mhm.
The admin can do that. And then you click the create statement and then you hit the account, whichever one this is, and any invoices billed, you click that, you click which ones you want to send, and then it'll send them a statement.
Okay, that's nice. So I get, if there's one invoice that like I just wanted off my statement, I just don't click it.
Yeah. You don't have to
That's
send them
nice.
all. You can just send whatever you want to send them, and then it'll send them a statement. Yeah, and it looks like the invoice that I showed you just a minute ago,
Mhm.
the final invoice. Let me show you. I'll bring it up.
That's nice because it solves that.
Let's see if we got a statement here. Actually, that's a one car one, but that's what it'll basically look like. But it'll have multiple cars going all the way down. So
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah, I mean, again, we're going to add some more accounting stuff down the road. Let me.
Matt, ask him, can we access the portal admin from a computer, not just from a mobile device?
The admin portal? Yes, you can do the portal from a computer. Absolutely.
Nice.
No, you cannot use the app. Obviously, you cannot use the app from a computer, but just the portal. Yes, you can if you want to use your credit card or add text or anything like that.
That's slick, Michael.
Oh, well, thanks, man.
What is the My Documents?
My Documents is for a tech that is using the app. Accounting is for the guy that's actually running the company. It gets one admin. So basically, My Documents, if you had multiple techs, that's where they would go in and look at their stuff. I'll actually open up for you, Ryan. They would look at their estimates, their work orders, their supplements, their paid invoices. That's all they can see is what they're responsible for.
Okay.
So
where do I set like percentages? Like if I was making 25% off a contractor at a wholesale dealer.
Okay, I'll open up another one for you. Let's just open up an estimate we just wrote. So let's go to this one here. So if you go to customer info, down here at customer discount, this is where you would give your body shop 25, whatever, 30%, 20%, whatever you're giving that. And it would take it off the top there, that number.
Okay.
You would send it. Yeah. This is what I like to do. You can pre-program that in. I don't like doing that because I like to do it after the fact. So when you do an estimate, you actually have the retail, what the customer's going to pay. Then you can send that estimate. And then when I'm finished, then I go back and put the customer discount in. So then you can take it off and then you can bill them. That's what that's normally what I do, but you have the option to do both. So
the way you're doing it is great for like, if you do retail off the service drive of a dealership, you could just give them the initial estimate. And then when you send the invoice, it's 30%, 25% less.
But we made it both ways because everybody does things different. But a lot of times I don't like preloading it in because if you send them the estimate with the discount in it, they may charge the customer that, and then you got an issue, so
the customer can still sign on there with their finger and stuff on the invoice to close it out?
Yes. Let me show you that. If you go down here, Ryan, to customer signature, you can turn your phone sideways. I don't know if it'll work on the screen share, but when you turn it sideways, that white bar gets longer. Yeah, you can do that. And then you hit accept. Now, when you do a preview, there's your signature down there at the bottom.
Can you add like a glue pull waiver in that where you sign?
Yes, you can. It's customizable. You have to go down to settings to do that, though.
Okay.
We have, I don't know, this dummy account. I'm not sure if it has that in there. I have that in my personal one. Yes.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, you can type in anything you want in that statement.
Now, do you have anything like comparative pricing? We
do not. We looked into that years ago. We did everything in our power to try to get parts data. We had no luck, and we just pretty much let that go. So
I paid for that and I never used it. So
I can just tell you that, we talked to motors.com. We talked to, I can just go on and on and on who we talked to. We wanted to get accurate pricing, and we couldn't do it the way we wanted to do it. So we backed off on it. So, and we actually have no plans on getting that in the future. We just, a long time, it seemed like years ago, we were getting a lot of requests for that. And now people are just kind of like, nah, we don't need it.
I think, a lot of people don't use it.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that it
price
helps
guides are huge.
Is kind of like if you're doing a hood and you're trying to max that hood out.
Yeah. So, I mean, for hail, it's great if you're trying to figure out roof replacement or hood replacement. But that's, again, I hate to push WebEst on everybody or CCC, which CCC is pretty expensive. I get it if people don't want to get that. But for $125 a month and you're running hail, not a bad investment for being able to get parts data from Mitchell and, being able to write collision estimates if you need to. I mean, that's what I paired my dent mate with, and it's done me pretty well. So
you have to sign up. You have to sign up long term.
You can pick plans with the WebEst. I did a year. I mean, when we opened up the shop, I didn't jump on board right away, but as soon as we had that first hailstorm here at the shop, I didn't look back. I got it. And I get it every year. So, but I use it for parts data to add to our estimates. So,
okay,
nice.
So, plan wise, I mean, can you give us any updates on stuff that's in the pipeline or?
Yeah. The big thing I know I sound like a broken record, but now I can get clarity on what we got coming. QuickBooks integration will be done by Mobile Tech Expo in Orlando. We're 80% done with it.
Past that.
Yep. We've been working on that for years, at least 2 to 3 years, but I don't want to put it out if it's not going to work right. So it's going to work right, and it's going to be out right before Mobile Tech Expo. So we have worked really hard on that. It's going to work for QuickBooks Online. That's the plan, and that and a lot of things I mentioned on the show we're going to get cracking on. A lot of things, like one thing I wanted to mention on the show also is a lot of things like new things it'll do, and the things you don't see is what we work on a lot of, and that's the updates that Apple puts out and a lot of keeping up with the technology so we don't have glitches, and that's things that I don't even see on the back end my team makes, and I just want y'all to know we stay current on that kind of stuff. So if we don't put a new feature out that's cool and stuff, just remember on the back end we're making sure we're jumping the hurdles. Over anytime iOS puts out 18, we're jumping that hurdle. We're going to stay current. So because a lot of the tools we built this with are 10 years old now, guys, and we got to stay current. So
I think the other thing is you can always have the newest thing, but if it doesn't work, it's not worth shit.
It's not worth it. Yeah. And that's the thing. I don't want to put my name on something that's a piece of crap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Is it true DentMate is going to have Ric Flair mode?
We're looking into that. I've got to get some trademark stuff situated first.
Woo!
The double price woo button.
Yep.
That's funny. That's funny.
Matt asked that one.
Matt, of course.
Now, customer service, obviously, is it just you that handles all of it?
No, actually, I have guys that handle that. We're a small team, but I've got a couple IT guys, and they handle it pretty well. Our biggest things are just logging in stuff, credit card. Every now and then we'll get a credit card that can't get through. We're going to improve that. We're working on improving so you can just go to the web portal and put a new credit card in and be on your way. We have trouble with that too. I mean, that's common stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
the app I'm using now, I bet you 5 out of 50 cars scan with the scanner. How is the scanner?
We just got a new scanner put in. Shoot, and I'll show you. No, I can't. We're off screen share. It works good, man. Honestly, it's really the barcode itself. A lot of times, if it's got a nick in it or something, the Toyotas, you got to kind of curve your phone a little bit.
You can bend your phone.
Well, you got to do this rock your rock your
I'm
phone.
always doing that.
It'll get it though. It'll get it.
No, but
it works pretty good.
I feel like it's picking up any number. Like it'll pick up like 4 numbers, and you're like,
it's annoying as hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 9. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna throw a number out. I'm gonna say 8 out of 10. It scans perfectly.
So if I do the 30-day trial, we're gonna put this out there. If I do the 30-day trial, and I don't get that 8 out of 10, do I get it for free for a year?
Absolutely. For you, Ryan, absolutely.
Oh man. I think I already signed up. I'm good to go.
I've had trouble with Teslas, so don't exclude the Teslas.
Tesla, same thing with
Is there
mobile
a
tech.
I don't know. They
only
have
You
bar-
can scan the QR code.
yeah, they got a QR and it don't
Doesn't
Yeah.
always work.
yeah, I don't work good, but
Do you guys do QRs too, like the new Chevrolet stuff?
Yeah.
yeah, ours will work on those Colorados and the Silverados. Yeah, they work great, especially the bigger ones. They're easy to get. So yeah,
Mhm.
they work pretty good. So
I was like a BMW. I can't get the scan with my app. Like I
right.
just can't.
This just popped in my head, and I do want to tell guys this. I'll go ahead. So we had a question here. Oh, one thing, and there's no way to get around this, and I had a question. It was on a dent group, I think. Somebody had mentioned, how if I switch to DentMate, how do I get my contacts over? Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. There is no easy way to do that.
You just type them
If
in.
you left my company, went to another company, same problem.
Yeah.
I'm just being real with you. If you switch over from Android to iPhone, you're gonna have the same problem. I'm just using that as an analogy.
Yeah.
You just have to, it's just a change, man. And just, we can help you with it. Call me if it's a big, I don't know how many contacts you got, or, it's in your app you're using or whatever, but it's just something you have to do. You just got to take the time to put them in. But
my only request, honestly, would be the pictures on wholesale. So I could add pictures to the wholesale list.
Yeah, and again, you're not the only person that's asked me that.
That would be
better
perfect.
request for that. So
after seeing this demo, I'm sold.
All right.
8 out of 10 cars scan. I'm in.
Man, I put the pressure on myself. Didn't I? It does work good. We just upgraded the scanner. It is working.
Jack needs to be in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely the QuickBooks integration would definitely help.
Yeah, we've been been tough trying to get that done. Again, QuickBooks, I think a lot of guys put their stuff in differently. We learned that. I don't think I'm doing it right. I was taught from a friend from Louisville, dent guy, Gavin, my friend, passed away, but he taught me his way of putting invoices in QuickBooks for online. And then another guy showed me a different way to do it. So we had to figure out the right way.
Now, are you putting them in individually? Like you have
Yeah.
to go in at the end of the month and have to put.
Yes, and that's what. We had to figure out, like, how are these guys when we upload them from the app? How are they doing it? And we had to make sure the majority. So I had to ask several guys how they were doing this to get to figure it out. Yeah. Wow. So we had to change the way we were doing things too here. So yeah. So it's going to help out us. It's going to help us out tremendously. Once we get it. So.
And Brian's asking, does DentMate have other services or estimates besides PDR?
We showed it does have services. It's not real elaborate, but we do have, you can add tints, you can add wheel repair, touch up. You can actually literally type in whatever you want and put a price on it and add it to your invoice. You can. We do have some preloads in there as well. So
it's an awesome app, man. After seeing that demo, it's got everything.
And, like I said, we, as far as pricing, the pricing I did tell you guys, QuickBooks integration, we are going to do an extra charge for that. I do want to be honest with everybody. We don't know what it's going to be yet. It's not going to be nothing, crazy, but we have some people that aren't going to use that feature. So we didn't want to do it across the board. So we're just going to do it. If you want to use it, you have to pay for it. So
that makes sense.
Just want to be clear with that.
I wouldn't use it. I have an accountant that just
right. If you don't have no use for it, then you don't need to pay for it. So.
Yeah.
Is there any scheduling or anything on there also?
That's coming down the pipeline as well, Ryan. That is definitely something we got to do. So yeah. So
okay.
I'd love to integrate with Google Calendar. That would be great, or the iPhone calendar, and that we can do. So
that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. How has it been a pretty smooth run so far? Has it been?
No, it's been, to be honest with you, it's definitely been one of the hardest things I've ever done in the industry, especially in the beginning. Now it's been fine past 5-6 years, but in the beginning it was tough. Just the frustrations of just getting any kind of tool or, I guess a lot of guys go through this with bringing something to the industry that's new. And we had a tough time, at first. And then, man, I really appreciate the support from everybody. Honestly, I never got any nobody badmouthed us or, no one treated us bad or anything. Everybody was really supportive and cool about it. And, it was just funny where we started and where we're at now. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's been great. I even had, it's funny. I just thought about this past MTE. I had a gentleman come up to me and say, Michael, how you been? He goes, man, you've been doing this a long time. He goes, man, is this a burden to you? And I looked at him and I said, no. I mean, I didn't really know what to say. He kind of threw me for a loop. And I said, no, man, I love this. I mean, this is my identity, man. I mean, this is who made me who I am in the industry now. And it's not even that. Like at first, I guess I thought this was extra income, but actually it's become more. I do this now because I've helped so many people. It's like now I'm getting this. People are calling me like, Mike, thanks, man. This app has changed my life. And especially with real world PDR, like you don't realize like these new guys, like they're blown away after the first year or two they're in the industry and they use this app. And that gets me, man. I'm just like, cause I've been doing this 24 years, man. And it's like, I like to see these get young guys make some money, and get their careers going. So
that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You started this in 2016, you're saying?
What's that?
You started this app in 2016?
Yeah. Yeah. That was our first MTE. We started building it in 15. So, but we weren't available until 16. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we don't plan on going anywhere. So
where can people find it?
You can go to dentmatepro.com. You just go, like I said, you can download it from Android. You can download it from the App Store in Apple and just go to dentmatepro.com and sign up for your 30-day free trial. So
now, do you have to put a credit card in to do the free trial? How does all that work?
No, you do not. We made sure that you can try it out with no strings attached. And
that's huge.
And the other thing is when you do sign up and you do pay, you can quit at any time. So,
okay, that's cool.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I signed up already and I haven't gotten any email spams. It's huge.
Well, let me change that, buddy. No, I'm kidding. Man, I'm a dent guy, just like you guys, man. I'm not trying to make something to,
Well, I mean, your competition is next month will be $100 for one user.
That's what I heard.
And yours is $29. Oh yeah, when I was talking to that help for it, and she's like, just so you know, next month it's $100. And I was just like, that's crazy. So $29 or $100. It's a big difference.
I mean, you heard how I felt. I was already talking shit. So I'm just being real. Like
I was that dude. I was so upset.
Did you know that I have not raised my prices since 16?
That's crazy.
That means I've never raised my prices.
But
I'm now listen, I will say this. I can't say that I never will. Obviously, any business or product, we can't say that we won't. But I will never ever be dishonest with anyone.
Well,
I will definitely be clear and come forth when I need to. So
I mean, if you do 4 people with the app I use, it's got to be $200 now.
I'm way past
close
that.
to it.
Yeah.
Like,
we're way past.
How much is yours?
I don't know. Let me tell you right now. I'm going to tell you what it is right now. Just give me 1 minute.
All the secrets are coming out.
Go ahead and check. I don't care.
Well, I mean, I'm running, let's see right now how many hell guys I got. I'm running 18 hell guys right now. So, I mean, my bill's up there with DentMate because I'm paying $8 a tech but that's temporary. I'm going to cut when those guys are gone, it'll cut back down to my usual crew. So
good thing you get that big discount.
Yeah, no
I still pay for
it. That's awesome, dude.
Where the hell do I find this thing?
Yeah, I mean, if you the pictures on wholesale, that's all it needs for me. And if I mean, you could write PPF. If I did PPF, you could.
I think scheduling and photographs. Once we get like that with what you're saying, because I have had a lot of people ask me about that. You know what? Actually, since we're bringing that up, I do want to say another thing. I got a few customers. Hope they don't get mad at me saying this, but I really highly suggest pairing it with like a QuickBooks or a FreshBooks or something. I have some customers that run their whole business off DentMate with their bookkeeping stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can, but I really recommend you use like if you're gonna. I really recommend it. Yeah, I mean, you can do what you want. It's your business. You can do it with paper if you want to, but I'd highly recommend pairing it with QuickBooks or FreshBooks.
April 7th, 2024. $2,770. And that's my problem. Is like I have a problem and I've reached out to them and nobody has any answers. Like I'm paying a lot of money.
That is a lot of money, man.
Looks like you're going to DentMate.
The problem with DentMate is the QuickBooks because we're doing so many cars. We've got so many people.
Yeah.
The services I think I could make work because I would just have to sit, spend a couple hours on the day and build all those out to where they're preset.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing is the preset stuff. But the QuickBook integration would help.
We'll get that out, Ryan. I will let you know.
So,
and actually, I may let you beta test that for us. Actually, I may send that to you to beta test. So when it's ready.
Yeah, $2,700. I just looked at it. I was like,
dude,
that's huge. What are you gonna do though? Right? What are you gonna do?
That's crazy.
And I use Urable also, so I'm using 2 apps, which I could transition. The problem with Urable is they don't have anything PDR side, so that's when Tom was trying to get you guys to work together. Their scheduling app is the best I've ever used.
I talked to them. I did. I went over. That's on me. I should have called them back. I had talked to the lady that owned that, and she was really nice. And I should have called them.
Their scheduling app is like 10 times better than Google.
Yeah.
For multiple people, if you're using Google Calendar, but when you have multiple people, it's huge help. It's massive, man.
I think with them, and I probably should dance there, but I think with them, I could probably we could work out a special, like with both of us. I don't think like meshing them together. I don't know if that's possible because they're probably written in different languages and stuff, but I'll give them a call. I have their flyer sitting right there, and I don't know why I haven't called them yet. They're great people. I'll talk to them a couple times actually. So
it's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool. Well, I appreciate you coming on.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate you having me on. It's great.
The screen share I think is huge because I'll be honest with you, we
never
talk
done
MT and stuff, and I've never stopped by your booth and looked.
That's all right, man. Hey, I always, dude. Listen, that one more thing, Ryan, if you let me go. I am shocked every year when I go to MTE, and normally you would think I'm trying to pull customers away from my competitor, right?
Yeah.
You would be shocked how many people come up to me that don't use anything.
Really?
Oh my God. It's mind blowing. And it's like, man, and I'm like, my mouth's open, like, okay. And nothing again, I'm not making fun of them. I'm glad. It's great. I educate them and then they're blown away. And I'm saying, guys, if you are not using anything, please reach out to me. I will definitely show you and help you any way I can. So
how long does it keep your statements or invoices?
As long as you have your subscription. And if you need to go back and get your stuff, if you decide you're going to move to another do another app or whatever, just pay your money, man. You can get back in there, get your data. So,
okay. Mm-hmm. So when I leave my other app, that's what I'll have to do. I'll have to pay them if I ever want to get back in.
I don't know how they do it, but
no, it's gone.
It's gone. So I'm going to have to print it out and store paper.
Ours is
they may store it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You'll have to pay to get it back. I don't know how they do it, but I'm just saying.
$2,700 and some dollars, you pay them back. It's fine.
Oh my God!
Oh shit! It's great.
I've had to download them all before I, change my card.
Hey, and one more thing. Don't forget we're in Australia too, guys. You Australia techs watching this show. Don't forget it.
You're in Australia?
Dentmate.com.au to make your more $dollars.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Mike, have a great night. I appreciate you coming on. And
thank you, Shuddy. Appreciate you, brother. Alex?
Sorry for talking so much shit about your competition.
No, it's all right, man. It's all good.
We're angry.
Hey, we're keeping it real. That's where I am. You know,
hey, man. I'm RWO, baby.
You know how dent guys can be when they're angry.
Oh shit!
All right, man. Thanks again for having me on.
See you, buddy.
Michael.
All right, bye. That was good.
This is a good show, dude.
It was.
The whole demo was awesome.
It was perfect. It was perfect because, like I said, I feel bad because I've known him a long time and I've never stopped over there. And I was working the Glen booth one year and he's right next to me and I've never looked at it. But Mike's a cool dude. When I'm old school, dude. Same thing with like our credit card processing. Like I get all these companies coming in and we do. I think we did like $500,000 or $600,000 in credit card sales last year.
Wow.
And it's like 2.3%. She's like, I can get you down to like 2.2, but Then I got to get all the guys to learn how to use it. I have to use different equipment. Like this just works, right? Like I'm a just work it guy.
Yeah.
So that's the hard part with mobile tech, and mobile tech's made me a lot of money. I'm not going to say it hasn't.
Yeah.
But you get to a point when you trained everybody, they all know how to use it. It's hard to start something new when you're busy, you know. But there are some major problems with the app that needs some addressment. And
I don't think it will though. I think they're too big now.
They got bought out. Private equity, bought them, and
but PDR isn't their main focus anymore. You know what I mean? So that's the problem. But
it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Yeah. It's big business, man. Wait till you get bought out for multi-millions.
I am my business.
You work for them for a couple of years. That's all.
Yeah. I doubt that.
When you go get a job with Dent Wizard?
What?
I'm just kidding.
I've never worked for Dent Wizard.
Oh shit.
They can't sue me at all.
Oh man. Well, I appreciate everybody watching, all the really good questions from Michael. The screen share worked really well.
Yeah, it was a great show, man. I think you should switch, Ryan.
Can you imagine us doing what we do a month and going through that many invoices for QuickBooks? Yeah. It would be a freaking disaster, bro.
Yeah.
Because it already takes me a while to send them from Mobile Tech over. So somebody's asking about the crucial as a tension bar. He's getting ready to buy one. Just buy the JVF tool and be done with it.
Kevin. Yeah, you need the JVF tool.
Don't even buy any of the other ones.
Yeah. It's like $1,400 from Anson. It's worth every penny.
100%. Me and you paid more than that.
I know. I bought it like right away. So Anson didn't even have it when I bought it.
It's one of the best tools I've ever owned.
Definitely is.
So,
but I mean, that's for big smash dents.
Even small. I used it this week on a Texas hail car. Big nasty grapefruit stuff, and just stretch it enough.
Like dents you have to maybe have to power box.
Yeah.
I use it on that.
We saved this roof. I was shocked. There were 3 dents on this roof, and I was like, let me try it. We glued it. And I was like, a tail, and the body shop's looking at me like, what the hell is that massive contraption? You're just doing a hail car, but
yeah,
it did an oil can. It did an oil can.
I don't think a lot of dent guys realize that putting tension on a stretch dent saves,
100%.
Not power box it. Power boxing, it's dirty. You have to sand the back off. And, if you ever have a heart attack, you can never use that machine. It says it right on it.
Yeah,
if you have a stent, don't use this machine.
Yep.
So,
well, Alex, another good night. Have a great rest of your week, and everybody keep it real, and we will see you on the next one.
See you guys.
Thanks for listening to Dent Digest. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast so you never miss a future episode. For more information or to connect with your hosts, find them on social media at RPS Dent Specialist and at Arizona Paintless Dent Repair. If you found value in today's episode, please share with others. And until next time, this has been the Dent Digest Podcast.